guys, we are the tech team here at the Hesperia High School campus, and my name is Myra.
I'm Cassandra.
I'm Alberto.
I'm Becky.
I'm Eduardo, and welcome back to the Weekly Geek Podcast, Episode 2. To find all of our resources and podcasts, please go to our website. Alright, now that that's done, this week includes an interview with our guests from our robotics team, a handy tech tip, and discussion of a recent local tragedy, a shooting at an elementary school.
So to start off, we're going to start with the weather. This past week it's been windy and cloudy, and it looks like this following week is going to be the same way. Saturday is going to be pretty warm, high 78 degrees, and on Tuesday we're going to go back down to 70 degrees. Now let's pass it down to Myra with our HHS events.
Okay, so in this week's podcast, we will be mixing up the HHS events with an interview with the world-renowned Hesperia High School robotics team. So, hi guys.
Hello.
My name is Myra. Can you guys introduce yourselves?
Yeah, my name is Rafael. I'm Jonas.
I'm Jose.
I'm Ashley.
And I'm Jose.
Okay, so what do you guys do in robotics?
In robotics, our daily routine is usually that we're constantly working on the robots. We learn a lot every single day. So there'll be certain days that we'll be working on, like, we'll teach everybody how to use machines, different machines like a drill press. We'll use like a bandsaw, stuff like that. It's just every day is basically a battle to get the bot finished before the end of the build season, where we have to bag up the bot.
What recent competition did you guys have, and how did you guys do?
We competed at the OC Regionals in Irvine, and we placed 8th out of 52 teams.
What are the roles during the matches?
That's me. No cheating, of course. Just like keep bumping into cars, like you can get a flag for it and deduct points. And if you're on the enemy's territory, when you gotta go up the wind, they'll go up on the rope. You can get deduct points, and then they get higher points.
Yeah, everybody has a different role basically in robotics. So like, there's people who program, there's people who use machines and machinery, and everybody has something to do. So like, it's as simple as doing paperwork to operating the highest like machine.
How is FRC different from VEX?
FRC is different from VEX in the sense that VEX is on a smaller scale compared to FRC, which is 100-pound robots, about 4 feet tall. And it's very different because you need an engineer by your side to be helping you with the process of building the robot.
What's the main thing you like about robotics?
The main thing I like about robotics is that you're always learning something new. Whether it's from using a machine to programming on a computer, it's always a learning curvature.
Is there anything you can say to people who want to take robotics?
For people that want to take robotics, I highly recommend it. This year we were all brand new to the program, and honestly most of us didn't even know each other, because we have the same classes and stuff like that, but the thing is we never hung out. But by the end of the build season, we had finally realized what it is to be a team, and there's definitely a lot of learning that is involved with the program, and it's just a super awesome place to be, and that's why I think people should join.
Right. Thank you guys for...
Wait, do any of you want to pursue an engineering career at all?
Yeah,
I'm going to pursue one.
I want to be an aerospace engineer.
Nice.
Or I'm doing mechanical engineering.
Cool.
Air Force.
Not sure yet?
Not sure.
What grades are you guys in?
I'm
11th.
I'm a sophomore.
Sophomore.
Cool, thank you.
Alright, so thank you guys for coming, and yeah.
Thank you for having us.
Okay, so this week's hot topic is school shootings. So let's put that up. So some things that you guys might want to know for the school shootings is that 44%, so almost 50% of school shootings have happened at college or universities, and 13% have been happening at elementary schools, and 32% have been at high schools, which is very surprising to me since I've only heard high school shootings that have been happening, not very much of colleges and universities. So
Something else I read that I found really shocking was that 7% of shootings have been in middle schools, and like how you had said 13 have been in elementaries. It's surprising how much more there is in elementaries with more little kids than there is in middle schoolers. For me, that's really surprising.
that's true.
And so some of the like background that school shooters have is that 97% are mainly males, and 79% are white.
Not to be racist.
That's
just statistics.
Yeah. And it says that 43% are bullied, and 70% are the ones that are like lonely out there that don't have anybody to talk to.
Which is a bad thing, because when you're lonely, you have no one else to tell you not to do this, or like you don't have someone to be a good influence on you, and so like you're like stuck with yourself, and so you think this is a good idea when in reality it's not.
And
I would also think that the bullying rate would be higher, not as much as the loneliness, but like the bullying, because like most school shootings have been bullying related for students at least.
yeah,
So
like bully rates are pretty high.
And these students, like most of the time, they get their guns from home, which just proves that adults need to have more restrictions on like how they lock it, where they put it, and yeah.
So a main reason is at home.
So would you consider parents into not telling their kids that they have a gun at home, or like, because that's one of like a precaution, I would think.
Yeah, but I feel like there's both like a pro con, I guess you can say. Like some people believe that kids need to know where the gun is just in case like a burglar comes in to defend themselves, but also parents don't know how their kids are. Like they don't know if they'll ever just grab it just to shoot the school or not.
Many parents say, "Oh, like my kid's not gonna do it. My kid's not like that." But like it's surprising of who could do it. Like it's unexpected.
They're very naive to the fact that anyone can do anything.
Exactly. And so a lot of like the school shooters, like why they do it is because like say they cry for help, or they're seeking for respect for people. So it's either like they want the attention, or like they want people to say, "Oh, like this person like scared of them," you know? And that's what I saw weird.
That's a very weird way of getting respect or any kind of attention, or like shooting people. Like,
It's the wrong type of attention. Like you should, like you want attention, because of your grades or because you did something with cool like robotics or something, not because you like shoot the score.
I mean, that's why you were in school, to get more education instead of just like getting attention.
And something else we read in addition was a lot of people may think, oh, like if you're shooting up the school, you may be like mentally ill, but those mentally ill don't necessarily go to violence. Like a lot of people could say like, oh, it's the schizophrenic or the psychotic ones, and it's not necessarily that. It could just be that you're feeling lonely or just simply bullied.
So they just jump to conclusions.
Exactly. So people
That's what
judge
I've been
fast.
seeing lately, since many people, like when the school shooting happens, they don't know all the information that happened, so they just
And they assume
label it as mentally ill, since they like, don't know what else to put it as.
Exactly. And it's not just simply students who do school shooting. There's many adults who do it as well.
For example, we've had a recent case here in San Bernardino, California on April 10th, where a husband of a teacher came into the school and said that he had a package for his wife. So he went into the classroom, and while he was shooting at the wife, he ended up injuring 2 kids and then shot himself. So the boy who got injured, one of the boys who got injured, ended up dying, and also the teacher.
And this the attack wasn't even for the school or for the kids. It was because of domestic violence. The teacher and the husband were like fighting often, and they were also split. So the main reason for this one was domestic violence. So it's not necessarily for attacking the school or the students.
My focus is more on the fact that they didn't check the package that the husband didn't that had. I mean, like, just because you're a husband of a teacher doesn't mean you have to get like.
Or like family member or something. Like they should have better security. They should check all packages, just like to make sure like there's nothing's coming in that's not supposed to.
So just because you're like just because you're close to the person who you're coming here to see doesn't mean you shouldn't like care. Like the people in the office letting them in, like you still have to be precautioned.
like they should have like when visitor comes in, they should have like the security guard in the school to like check with like the little wand thingy, just to see if there's anything like on him. Then check the packages, and then they should let like and they also kind of like see his records, because didn't the husband have any like records on him and stuff? Like they should, like, if you know somebody has a record, you should let the administration people know, like, these are the people who should not be allowed on campus.
Or just like keep a bigger eye, like more eye out on them. Like, no.
So if you were in charge of, like, this is just a question, honestly, but if you were in charge of a school, like, what kind of precautions would you take? Because essentially like a wand and like more for visitors, but like for students' sake, like what would you say?
I would say, like, we only have one school police on campus, and that's way down in the like lower campus. What about like up here? We don't have anything up here, and there's multiple entrances. So like maybe have more spread out, more security around. And many people like say, oh, we could use like the metal detectors.
Security being like, do you like police or like proctors or anything else?
I would say more of the school police, because proctors, I feel like, are here just to like watch out, like for what the kids are doing, but not necessarily for like the visitors and stuff.
Yeah.
Or, like, you never know what could happen. Somebody could easily jump fences, and I mean,
yeah, police are trained to deal with these type of situations. They shouldn't put it on the proctors, like, who are not trained for that.
Yep.
Would you also develop like cameras too, or like is that too extra, like for privacy's sake?
I say cameras should be used and should be like seen by
you should like, consistently see the cameras.
Administration or like police, because I feel like the police would be more in charge of the cameras.
Oh yeah, like, but I mean they should look at it more, because I don't know what they do. I don't know how many times they look at it. They could maybe just like have cameras up there and not even look at it, but I feel like they should be observing more of what's going on school campus.
Agree.
So that's done for our hot topic for today, right?
Yeah.
Let's pass it down to Alberto with our tech tip.
Alright, hi. Today our tech tip is going to be on Google Keep. What Google Keep is pretty much is an internet-based note service that we can use. Like, a lot of people are used to using sticky notes, or you're using their hands to write like important notes on like what they need to do. And Google Keep is a really good service